So YITAMotor reached out to me and asked me if I was willing to do a review on their bull bar. They sent me this bull bar, which can be ordered through Amazon. Link will be in the description below. So let's get right to it.
Right out of the box, you can see that everything was packaged really well. I've had some products before, especially large car parts where everything was just thrown together. After cutting through the second box, all the smaller brackets were individually packed and neatly put together, and all the hardware were put in one bag. So after cutting into the bubble wrap, we can now inspect the weld quality of this bull bar. From the get-go, it looks like the welds are pretty uniform. It looks pretty well done, it's grounded smooth, and the coating on those welds do not look like they're peeling. The finish of the powder coat is that flat black, and there are no scratches from the packaging. There's no chipping from parts banging up against it. To start, we'll need to go to the driver's side of the truck and locate the 14mm nuts that are holding down the front bumper frame. They are seen here. We undo those two nuts completely and grab our driver's side mounting bracket. We place the two studs right through the upper through hole. We apply some Loctite Red and reinstall the nuts. Note, don't tighten the nut all the way down yet, leave some slack for now. The lower hole requires a hardware stack and it's installed onto the frame as you see here. When you lay out all of your hardware, that hardware stack, it's comprised of one of these 16mm bolt, two of these washer, two of these large washers, one of these lock washers, and this 17mm nut. Here's the video again, and feel free to pause here if you need. We place one of the really large washers in between the frame and the bracket and feed the bolt installed with the washer through as you see here. On the opposite side, we install the really large washer, the smaller washer, lock washer, and then nut. Keep these finger tightened for now. Now we can move on to the passenger side, which is the same exact process. Remove the nuts, install the bracket, install all the old and new hardware. Now we're going to grab the two bolt, lock washer, and washer and stack them like this. We take our driver's side and the passenger side connecting bracket and then install them onto the bull bar just like so. Finger tight only. Now the last four sets of hardware are put together like this. A 16mm bolt, two washers, a lock washer, and then finally a 17mm nut. I started out with placing the hardware stack onto the rear end of the brackets for both the passenger side and the driver's side, keeping the hardware only finger tight, and then having the whole bull bar hang down. Next, I pulled the bull bar upward and installed the final two hardware stacks, still only finger tight though. I used my shoulder to push the bull bar to the desired angle and then just tighten down those four nuts and bolts. Then I tighten down the bolts that hold the bull bar, and then all the hardware that connects the bracket to the frame. And here's what the final installed product looks like. And man, does that look good.